A lot of speed out there, Chris. Should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
It is. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Come on, Hall of Fame, athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Rondo finds James. Over Middleton. At the elbow, it's James. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
And James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Giannis passes to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Now here's Middleton after LeBron James's miss. From 17 feet out, Kuzma pulls it in.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
LeBron with another miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. He's trying to force something that's rarely a good idea.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here is Cook. And Lopez pulls it down. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. Down low. And the dunk by Giannis.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And Los Angeles guys shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Cook looking it over. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Cook in at the point. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating the whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you can say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win. Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Corver comes in for Wesley Matthews. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Bradley dishes to James. There's the pass to Kuzma. The rebound by the Bucks.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Inside. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Lopez. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Korver finds Giannis. And they double up Giannis. Here's Connaughton. Misses the three. The Lakers trail. The drive by LeBron. And the dunk by James.
When you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
Pass to Connaughton. Outside Korver. And the Bucks miss again. LeBron James on the wing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They lead by 1 point. Kenny?
They played aggressive, lockdown defense. That was the main difference in the first half. Because when you come out and establish that you're going to play physical, that sets the tone for the rest of the game. On top of that, I think they showed more energy, outworking and out-hustling.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got George Hill, Ilyasova out there with Brown. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Lopez in at the center. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after. Oh, goodness! Where did that come from? It was beautiful.
Wow. Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Lopez, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Kuzma. The shot's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the middle. And there's Ilyasova on the assist by Hill.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Kuzma outside. Here's Davis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Lopez. Hill against Kuzma. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Hill. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a misprint, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Davis. Good work there as it goes. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's Hill penetrating. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, at this stage of his career, Lopez knows who he is. He's a hustler on both ends whose energy is simply infectious.
For Milwaukee, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first one falls, and some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and Bradley's subbed in for Danny Green. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Brown. Wesley Matthews checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Rondo. Lakers passing it around. LeBron outside. Back to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Over onto Kumbo. Cousins, the pass to Davis. Yep, it counts.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Giannis inside. Just 3 on the clock, and he sinks the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 12 in the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Davis and Cousins down low at the 4 and the 5. Rajon Rondo is out there with Bradley. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Shakes him, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
LeBron outside. Now here's Cousins. Outside Bradley. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. No good from the low block.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
Here's Cousins, and there's the lay-in. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
Now here's Giannis. Back to Bledsoe. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
We see this a lot. The ball looks so good coming your way. It's hard to resist reaching over.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Green in for Bradley. Here's Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a two-point ball game.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out, and they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout and listening to Frank Vogel talk to his team, we told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Now here's LeBron. He kicks to Davis. Green against Matthews. And it's Green missing.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
It's good.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, it's completely absent, right? I mean, when the effort is this poor, you kind of deserve to get scored on.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. It's Matthews on the wing. Giannis passes to Matthews. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And a wide open look for Rondo. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Bledsoe finds Giannis. Money!
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Davis. Off the inbound. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
From deep, Green, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.